Hey everybody, it's Marcellus Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. I'm so excited to be back one more time. We have an amazing guest, but before we get to introduce her, listen, I'm telling you, every week we encourage you to follow your dreams and go get your dream. Listen, I encourage you to hold on and not give up because I'm telling you, you are worth your dream. You are worth your purpose, your destiny, all of that. And I'm telling you right now, we are excited about what's coming next for you because something greater is coming. Listen, we're on Facebook, Troy Alexander. We're on YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. And follow our nonprofit called to inspire.org. Called to inspire.org. Listen, every week we encourage you. And I'll tell you before, the mountain, it's not so high that you can't get over it or go around it if you have to go under it, if you have to, because it is your destiny to go get something greater than where you are now. And I'm so proud tonight and honored to have this amazing guest tonight. Listen, I'm going to introduce her right now. She is the reigning international United Miss New Jersey. She's a dancer, singer, actor, model. She's a dance major on the Dean's List. Yes, on the Dean's List. Fine arts in dance, bachelor's and a master's in education with a minor in psychology at the Mason Gross School of the Arts, Rutgers, my alma mater. Listen, she's a three-time international talent winner, self-choreographed, modern ballet, and lyrical dance. She's danced with the world-famous Donetsk ballet company, the Nutcracker. Not only that, she volunteers for organizations such as the Community Foodbank of New Jersey, March of Dimes, Ronald McDonald House, and more. Let's welcome Madison. SCHEIDERLER, how are you, Madison?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my, listen, it is such an honor to have you, and I'm honored. You're just awesome and amazing, and I can't wait to talk to you about your journey in dance, in pageantry, acting, modeling, your platform, and more, just everything. So my first question to you is, I wanted to start with dance, and you are such a gifted dancer. When did dance become a part of your journey?
So I actually started dancing when I was 3 years old, and growing up, as I got older, I knew it was something that I wanted to pursue seriously. I just had this feeling because growing up, dance was a place that I was able to be myself, and it was a safe space where I could express myself and create stories with my movement. And I absolutely loved every style of dance that I tried, and I knew I wanted to be a versatile dancer. And now I am a dance major at Rutgers University, and I'm going into my senior year where I'm also working to get my master's in dance education so that I can teach.
Wow, everyone, I'm telling you, she is a phenomenal dancer. I saw your videos, Madison. I'm telling you, your portfolio, I mean, it is such a powerful expression. Your moves, your intensity, your grace. It's beautiful, and I'm so proud of you. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen her dance, everyone, you need to see her dance. Invite her, whatever you have to do. But her gift is amazing. I'm so proud of you. I wanted to ask you, what do you feel when you dance?
I absolutely just feel love and I feel all this energy that surrounds my entire body. And that's something I want people to experience, and that's why I want to teach dance because I truly believe that going into a school and being able to teach students, it gives them something to look forward to and they'll have the same experiences. And it gives them a safe space and a place to be themselves. And that's why I love dance because you can connect people through many different things, whether they're watching dance or they're actually dancing themselves.
Wow, listen, it's amazing. I know the students that are going to be in your class are going to be like amazing because you are so good at what you do. And the difference is, I can feel your dance. I can feel when you dance. And is that what you're looking for? You want people to feel the words that you're trying to sort of express through dance?
Yeah, that's absolutely what I want to convey while I'm dancing. Sometimes I'm dancing just to move around and have fun, but other times, some of the dances that I've choreographed, they're specific to tell a story. For instance, I just competed at internationals for International United Miss, and I choreographed a choreographed lyrical dance, and the piece or the song that I used, it was telling everyone that they didn't have to try so hard to be this image that other people want you to be. It's truly okay to be yourself. And I just let my heart on the stage, and I added a little bit of my voice in the beginning of the song, and then it meshed into the actual song. And I just danced and I expressed myself through the movement.
Wow, that is amazing, Madison. Oh, listen, I can feel it when you talk about it. That's how amazing you are and how you express yourself. It's amazing. And I want to talk about this self choreograph, right? Your ability. So I'm reading, and you're a 3 times international talent winner, right? And you have the ability to self choreograph your own dances, whether it's ballet or lyrical. What How long does it take you actually to choreograph a piece?
I would say it takes about 2 or 3 months with some little bit of planning beforehand. So you have like the initial writing down, like what ideas you kind of want to do. And then either you can go about it 2 different ways. Either you can create the movements first and then find a song, or you can find a song first and then you can match your movements to the song. And I guess it just depends on each individual project. But for the ones that I do, I find a song first because it gives a little bit more background, and then I use my own like personal experiences while I'm creating the stories that I want to convey on the stage.
Oh, wow. I can see you teaching, Madison. I can see because you're so clear about who you are and your purpose. And was there at any point in your journey of dance, did you ever have any doubt at all that this was your platform, that this was your stage?
So I personally never had any doubts within myself, but I had a lot of people tell me that, especially growing up in my dance studio, that I wasn't good and that I wasn't because everyone would look at me based on my size. I'm only 4'9", and when I was auditioning, they would tell me, "You're not good enough to get this role. You'll never get it." And I just kept working hard because I knew I had that ability inside myself. And first, I ended up getting the lead role of Clara, which is very big in the Nutcracker. And then I worked even harder, and then I got the prestigious role of Dewdrop, which is on point, and that's a lead solo role where you're the main person and you're dancing with the ensemble during the waltz scene of the Nutcracker.
Wow. Listen, I am not surprised at all, Madison. Listen, everybody, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Madison dance, you have to see her dance. I mean, listen, 4'9" doesn't matter, right? I mean, you shine, and what you said, Madison, is inspiring so many people because sometimes their size or their weight or their this or their that, right, causes them not to even want to try. And you could have walked away, right, and said, you know what, they don't believe in me, or some don't believe in me, and so I'm not. But you kept doing it and you kept moving forward. I'm so proud of you. So proud that you stayed and you did because you knew, right, how good you were. And that's most important. And you did your homework and you worked hard and you got the role. So I'm proud, so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you. I would say that dance is probably my first love and it's my biggest passion in life because not only is it something that I've benefited from, but I know that many others can benefit from it in the future. So that's what I hope to do when I'm teaching. And I'm
Love it.
comfortable teaching all ages of students, and I just really want to make an impact in their lives.
Well, you are doing it, Madison. You are having an impact on so many people that you don't even know that are seeing you dance and seeing you perform. What does it feel like to be on stage? Like, and have you always been comfortable in front of crowds?
I would say because I've been dancing since I was 3, like every year we'd have a recital, so we'd be dancing on stage. So I guess being on stage for me is just very comfortable. That's like a
Wow.
safe space. because even though you're under those bright lights, it just feels amazing because essentially, whether you realize it or not, like you're making someone's day while they're watching in the audience.
Wow. Wow. I've heard you use that word a couple of times. It's a safe space for you. What does that mean for you?
Well, growing up, I was bullied a lot in school, and especially during regular school, it was hard to maybe connect with other people there because, once again, people would always look at my size, and for whatever reason, they just wanted to intimidate me, but it would never work. And just having that little like drama from school, I was able to go to dance and I was just able to be myself and relax and not have to deal with that like emotionally. And I was able to just be like, you know what? I'm not going to let it affect me. I can use the pain that I'm feeling and create movement with it.
Wow. Wow, Madison. That is powerful. You are such an inspiration. You are such a light of inspiration to so many. You are giving hope and life to many people, right? Because you took, and I felt when you said that, you took all the pain and the hurt or those experiences, and dance became that safe haven for you to express it in a positive way. So thank you for doing that. That's powerful. You have a story that's going to save lives. You are, because you are such an inspiration. So proud of you. That is so wonderful. I wanted to ask you about the dedication that it takes to be right on the dean's list, to be able to master in something like dance, or to go to school for dance. Tell me about the dedication and the commitment, like the practices, the rehearsals. How many hours are you putting in? Like, how does that look?
So it's definitely a lot. So as a dance major, your schedule is very rigorous because not only do you have your academic classes, but you have your performance classes too. So a typical day for me, I'd wake up and then I'd do all my dance classes, and then in between I have my liberal arts classes, which are my academic classes. So while I'm doing the physical work with my body, I also have to remain academic and do all the other homework that comes along with the classes. And that you may not think that there's a lot of like work that goes along with being a dance major, but when I tell you, you have a lot of essays to write. It's all about words and feelings and how you feel doing the movement, how others portray the movement. So it's a lot of like in-depth looking at that. And then you have an opportunity where you can be in other people's pieces because you have the opportunity to choreograph and the other students have an opportunity to choreograph. So not only can you be in their dances where you're going to their practices, but you're also running your own rehearsals as well during the semester. So it's very hard, but when you're very dedicated to what you're doing and you love it, it's just been a driving force for me to be able to be like, you know what, this is something I want and I'm going to work extremely hard. And I guess hard work does pay off because I've been able to get Dean's List every semester that I've been here at Rutgers. That was a
Awesome.
mouthful.
That is amazing. So listen, I'm telling you, I'm going to applaud that one. Listen, that is, we can see the evidence of your love and your passion for dance. And I think it's so awesome and amazing. I wanted to ask you this question though, and if you need some time to think, it's sometimes people don't want to face, the hurts or the pains or the experiences, right, that they've had in the past. But you shared, Madison, that dance was a safe space for you, which allowed you, right, to take the pain and to take those experiences. How were you? Was it always easy to do that? Because some people don't want to relive or have anything to bring those memories back, so they try to stay far. How were you able to kind of take the dance and that space and understand what kind of helped you to motivate you to be as good and to kind of be, but still know that it's there? How were you always able to deal with the transparency of your feelings?
I mean, it was definitely hard. Like, I knew it was very hard emotionally, but I knew that if I had those feelings, I had to face it at some point. So instead of letting it just bottle up and then me exploding, I just little by little, like anytime that I was feeling like the pain was getting to me, I would use that as a weapon to kind of just use it in the movement that I was doing that day in class.
Wow, wow. Listen, I can't, there's not words enough for me to express how amazing and how proud I am of you and the strength of you, right? To be able to push through those emotions and those feelings and those experiences to become even the more amazing person that you are now, Madison, and even still becoming. I can't wait to see what's next for you. Well, listen, everybody, not only that, three-time international talent winner, Dean's List every year, Mason Grove School of the Arts, Rutgers, dance major, right? But you've danced again with the world famous Donetsk Ballet Company and the Nutcracker. What when you are a part of something like that, right? And you hit that final move, right? The final pose of the final, and it's done. What is that feeling like?
It just feels absolutely amazing because the audience is clapping and it's like all that hard work truly paid off because essentially not only are you dancing for yourself, but like I had mentioned before, you're dancing for the audience that came to see you. So when you get that positive feedback from the audience, you're like, I know I did an amazing job. Everyone else did too. We truly put on the best show that we could. And it's just an amazing feeling because the Nutcracker, especially, that was a really special thing because I did that for many years. And each year you got to audition for a different role. So sometimes you were playing different roles in the Nutcracker, and each role had a little story to it.
Wow, wow. Listen, I'm so impressed with your foundation of expression of dance. It's amazing, and I love it. I love that about you. I wanted to ask you. You've learned so much. I would assume you've learned so much in dance for all these years that you've been a part of it. Is there anything now that you know now that if you knew as a younger person that you would do differently in terms of your journey in dance?
Um, I don't think that I really have many regrets in dance because I think I did the smart thing by being well rounded. I wanted to take as many classes as I possibly could. So
Wow.
whether even if that meant me being at the studio for countless hours because I would come home from school, I'd have a little bit of a break and then I'd be at the studio from as soon as I got home till night. And then I would have a little bit of time for homework afterwards, but I took any class that I could get my hands on, whether that was ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, the list goes on. I'm trained in over 14 different styles of dance.
Wow. That is amazing, Madison. I love it. Over 14 different styles.
Yes.
And wow. I can even imagine what they all are and how do how do you like be so good. Now, do you have a preference of a style of dance that you prefer to dance?
So that's definitely hard because I've loved every single style that I've done, but I would say the ones that I'm like most well versed in would probably be modern and ballet because right now those are the two that I'm focusing on mainly at Rutgers, but I do have those other classes that I take outside of that.
Oh, wow. Now, when you begin to teach, do you think you're going to teach that many styles, or you're going to focus on just a few?
I think I'll probably just focus on a few for now, just to get a footing in the classroom. Because when I'm teaching, not only will I have the opportunity to teach in a public school or a like performing arts school, but I can also teach in a dance studio too. So I guess it also depends what the school's curriculum is and what lesson plans they want for the students. It could be a creative movement class, which creative movement is not a specific like style. It's just like getting the kids well versed in dance and just being able to use their body. Or it could be a more structured class like ballet where there's specific body positions. So I guess it all depends like where I'm working at the time.
Wow. Let me just tell you what I see, Madison. I see an academy that says SCHEIDERLER Academy. It has a ring to it. I'm telling you, Madison, it has a ring to it. So just get ready because I think dancing and teaching in schools is wonderful academy, but I see you having your own space because you are so, and I think that will allow you to potentially have a little more freedom as well. So you can actually do both, right? You can work in the schools, you work at a university or college, or is there an age group that you want to teach?
So the two age groups that I absolutely like, I have experience in, and I also love teaching is the older kids, and I also love getting to teach the little ones. With the little ones, you're really teaching them their first steps in dance, so
Right.
you pave the way for them to kind of move up on in the levels. And then as far as when you're older, you're making that impact for when they're choosing to either continue in dance or they're going to college or whatever they choose to pursue.
Amazing, amazing. Well, listen, I can't wait to talk more about your dance and see more of your dance and just who you become even more. So I want to ask you a little bit about pageantry. Everybody, I said it again, our reigning international United Miss New Jersey. How has pageantry impacted your life? Because I'm telling you, we talked a little bit before the show began, right? But how has pageantry impacted your life?
Pageantry has been a huge part of my life. I started pageants when I was 11 years old, and it's given me a platform and a voice to just be able to speak to as many people as possible. I'm not a shy person anymore. I can speak to anyone that I come in contact with, and it's truly taught me to just put in the hard work and you'll get exactly what you want because this was my fourth year competing at International United Miss, and I ended up winning the International United Miss New Jersey title.
Yes, yes. So listen, I was so happy to see that news. I couldn't be with you all in South Carolina, but just so proud, and of course elsewhere and elsewhere, but just so proud of you, Madison, and to see your journey, how you didn't give up. Did you think about like not continuing at all? You said it took 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, each year I just worked that much harder, like every year. So with International United Miss, they're especially great because you got the judges' scores as soon as you're done competing. So I would see the feedback that I was getting, and I would work
Wow.
harder on those individual areas of competition that I felt that I needed the most improvement on, whether that was just walking in my gown or practicing my personal introduction. And now the biggest one is interview, but whether you're just talking to someone on the street or you're just practicing with your mom or your friends, I did anything that I could. And this year, I guess it was my year, and I was just able to be myself on that stage.
Yes, yes. Again, I can't tell you how much, again, what an inspiration you are. And to not give up, right, after 4 years, but you kept pursuing it. And I love what you said. I saw what the judges said, right? And I began to work on myself and develop even more. And I love what you said at the end. Then I was able to just be myself, go out there and so proud of you. And I can't wait to see more from you. I wanted to ask you, I mean, you've done so much from pageantry, and you said that it's given you a voice, a bigger voice, and a platform. Tell me more about that.
So, through my pageantry, it's very big that girls have a platform. But as you can tell, I'm
Mhm.
very big in the art community and just being on stage. So, I ended up creating my own platform, which is called Art is Beautiful. And my mission is to be able to spread the word of the arts because I just want people to have that safe space like I did with dance because I based it off my own experiences. And I truly believe that anything is art. And one of the biggest things that I've experienced and I've also seen is that a lot of the schools are receiving funding cuts. So they don't have the art programs. So not a lot of people are getting the benefits of the art. So with my platform, not only have I been able to do an art supply drive where I was able to collect over 200 art supplies and be able to donate that, but I was able to also fundraise, so I'm making small steps to be able to give back to the art community at large.
Yes, you are, Madison. Yes, you are. And I think that's so wonderful of you to give back to the community and to help those. And I love what you said, to create a safe space for them as you did for you, as dance was for you. And so I wanted even to ask you about this. Art is beautiful. Listen, I don't know if you're still doing it or if you're continuing, but I saw on Instagram where you have these interviews, the Art is a Beautiful interview series with different artists. And it's so wonderful. I mean, I saw this and it gives artists a platform to speak about their journey. How did that come about?
So I wanted to just be able to showcase people's different art that they love to do. Whether, like, I think I had someone showcase ice skating, or it could be karate, or it could just be them reading a poem or singing a song. Like, I truly believe that anything is art. So I want people to be able to showcase their arts and what they love to do just as much as I can on my platform.
Love that, Madison. And then the one thing you also did is you featured various artists, right? So not only interviewing them, but you featured them on your page. And I love it because your art is beautiful. And I love that. So it's what you see, right, as the beautiful and how you want to express it. And you are doing it wonderfully. So wonderfully. I'm so proud of you. I gotta ask you, every time I've seen you, as long as I've known you, you've been such a positive force, a very joyous young lady, just a positive. How have you found it, the ability to stay like so positive and upbeat and uplifted?
Well, it's certainly hard in life, but I have always known that as long as I do stuff to keep myself positive, that I can be a positive source for others. So some of my favorite things that I like to do for self-care is I read positive affirmations, whether I'm also reading a book or I like to journal and write stuff down. For me, those little things have kept me sane and it's been able to help me remain positive in the world even when things are getting hard.
Wonderful. That those are wonderful um, attributes. Those are wonderful techniques. Those are wonderful things to do to stay positive. Well, listen, you continue to do them because you are, and it's. I can't wait to see the documentary about your journey because when they make a film about you, because it is amazing to just see your journey thus far, and I can't wait. I can't wait, Madison. Listen, not only that, but pageantry and dance, and you're doing acting, modeling. I mean, you're doing so much. Then you're giving up your time to volunteer at various organizations. Why is that so important to you?
I think it's just great to be able to give back to the community. And like I said, I'm one who just loves to give and I love to be able to make others feel happy and positive. And some of my favorite places that I've volunteered at is the Ronald McDonald House, the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. I've also done coat sorting with Jersey Cares. And I've done just various projects like that. And for me, it just makes me really happy to see the smile and the impact on people's faces.
I love it. I love it. Listen, you are changing lives and changing the world. I wanted to ask you, tell me about acting. How'd that come about?
So, with pageantry, there was always the optional competitions, and I would always try to do the actress competitions. And so I would place in the actress competitions, and I was like, this is something I really like to do. So when I'm out of college, I want to also, besides teaching, I want to also be able to perform on Broadway, and that's a mix of dancing, singing, and acting. So when you combine those three together, then you can audition for Broadway shows. So I practice monologues and I just practice. Sometimes I'm just in my room by myself and I practice speaking to myself. So then when I'm doing those competitions, that I would feel more confident.
I love it, Madison. I can see you on Broadway. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to see you on Broadway. Listen, I love musicals. I love listen, you name it, and I love dance and singing, and so I can't wait. Is there a venue or an event that you would love to dance at?
There's no specific venue. I just want to be on Broadway, but some of my favorite Broadway shows, I love A Chorus Line. I don't know if you've seen that. And then one of my favorite Broadway shows is also Something Rotten, which is a Shakespearean play, which combines like comedy, and it's funny because they actually set out to create the first musical, so it's kind of ironic in that way, but it's a mix of acting, singing, and dancing.
Amazing, amazing. Well, listen, I can't tell you how proud I am of you. Is there more you want to share with us, Madison, about your journey? Because you've done so much in so many areas. Is there an area that we want to share more about at this time?
Let me think. I guess just if anyone ever needs someone to have a shoulder to cry on or just needs someone to be able to speak to, I'm always open and willing to speak to someone because I never want anyone to ever be alone. And I'm a big advocate for just helping others. So I think if anyone ever wants anyone or needs to speak to anyone, they can always come to me.
Wow, that's powerful, Madison. Powerful. I wanted to ask you if somebody asked you, I don't know if I can see my dreams come true, or I'm going through difficult moments in life and I can't really see it happening. What would you say to them to encourage them to hold on to their dream?
I would tell them that it definitely takes time and to don't give up, and then I would help them through the journey. I'd tell them, look at all what you've accomplished so far. Don't let that go. If you just keep working, you're going to get to it. And I'll show them that they have exactly what it takes. They have this talent. They can do this. I know they can. And hopefully they would be able to see it too. I just want to be a big motivator for people. And I think that when you light that spirit up inside someone, then they'll be able to keep going forward for their dreams.
Wonderful, Madison. Listen, is there anyone that you want to acknowledge on your journey thus far?
I definitely want to say a big thank you to my mom because she's been there through it all. Now, growing up, it wasn't easy because it was a single parent household and she did whatever we needed. As a mom, she's amazing because she did everything on her own and she never missed any of our events and she was always our biggest supporter. So I just want to say thank you to her because whenever I needed anything at all, she was always there for me.
Yes, yes, yes. We applaud your mom, your amazing mom. And her first name is?
Sharon?
Sharon. Yes, 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 yes. So proud of you and all of her support of you. And of course, every time I've been able to support you and try to or taking photos, your mom is always there. So proud of your mom as well. So is there more you want to share with us, Madison? I'm gonna give you the final words.
Trying to think. I think really we've covered it all. I think one of the biggest takeaways is that if anyone wants to be able to showcase themselves on my art platform or wants to be able to partner with me in the arts, they can definitely reach out to me and I'd love to work with them because this is something that I'm going to keep working on in my everyday life.
Wonderful. And where can they find you on your social media platforms?
So I have my regular Instagram is Madison Scheidler, and then my art platform on Instagram is called Art is Beautiful. And I'm actually currently working on an Art is Beautiful website where I'm going to be posting resources and information where people can get involved in the arts so that they never have to fear of the arts going away. Because I want to create a community where people can have these resources and have that safe space.
I love it, Madison. Listen, whatever I can do to support you, don't hesitate to ask. I am so proud of you. I am in awe of you. You are just a light of inspiration and powerful, strong, graceful, destined, just super. I'm just so proud of you, Madison, beyond proud of you. And thank you so much for taking your time to be a guest on our broadcast. Is there more you want to share before I let you go?
I think that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Everybody, Madison Scheidler, thank you so much, Madison. Again, you are wonderful. And again, I'm looking forward to that website. Whatever I can do to be a support to you, don't hesitate to ask, because I love art. I love artist expressions in all different facets and genres. So thank you again so much for giving of your time. You are amazing. Everybody, Madison Scheidler, this is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. Thank you so much again for your love and support. Have a great night and go get that dream. Thank you, Madison. Have a great
Thank
night.
you.